Greetings everyone, and Great here with another Couple Heroes 1 replay. Spawn on the top right side as the US player, we have Holy Fook. And spawning as the opponent as the Panzer Elite player, we have T. Who is lagging a little bit, so that could be a bit problematic. It's very likely that's not a lag out immediately, because this was submitted to gamesreplays.org, and I'm pretty sure Elite replays are like below like 500 kilobytes as I download them. But this one's definitely above at least 5 minutes long.
Squad is ready. Engineers, welcome to the front lines.
Going for our barracks out now with the third engineer. This will give him a lot of capping pressure. He's going down some early wire in order to help control the field. Very nice. Panzer Grenadiers, of course, cannot cut wire. They can shoot at it, but they just can't cut it. I just thought of a stupid joke. Guess they can't make the cut. Okay, horrible jokes. Enough of that. Fuel point has been captured. First rifleman squad is being deployed now, going for the munitions point now, as well as this munitions point. And he's going to be captured with this fuel point now. Of course, it will be in the cutoff sector, but the riflemen will probably capture that themselves. Two Panzer Grenadiers pushing the way forward. One of them is upgrade the G43s. This one here. Fuel point has been captured. Not going for the cutoff point. Going for this rather. Yeah, that's still not the cutoff point. Does reach out pretty far, but of course can't jump across the creek. Is that a creek or a drainage ditch? It's clear upon this appears to be a river,
Point captured.
but this is a creek, I think. Either way, don't drink it. You still need to boil it.
We got the point.
Of course, my camera. Sometimes if I just click on the minimap, it just sends the camera off the corner. I don't know why.
Psst. Listen up.
So far, not a single bullet has been fired just yet. We're going to see the first engagement right now. Panzer Grenadiers making their way forward, trying to capture the VP. Riflemen will likely get the first shot off. Yes, I was correct. They got 2 bullets fired off before the Panzer Grenadiers fired off their first shot. Engineers are not being upgraded with Flamer right there. They're going straight for the cutoff point. They're just going to bypass the church. Though they will receive quite a bit of reception here. Panzer Grenadiers on this side of this garrison will have pretty good coverage all around them. Gets inside this garrison here. I'm not sure why. There's a good amount of windows for the riflemen, but not for the engineer as well. The engineer hasn't fired off a single shot inside. Another rifleman squad charging on forward. The engineers are going to hold that garrison. No, they do abandon the garrison. There's quite wounded as well. The Panzer Grenadiers getting some great hits in there that just haven't been focused down whatsoever. This squad will need to fall back soon. This rifleman's falling back. And the G43 squad does get inside the garrison as well. Going for the cutoff point, but that engineer squad is being prone to being wiped. Rifleman trying to get a cutoff point now, but it's not worth it. He's led so much manpower. He doesn't even get the cutoff point whatsoever. Horrendous engagement by the US player.
Listen up, squad.
Trying to knock around, of course he's decapturing it, so he can't just do like the decapture trick there. Engineers could spend their time gunning down that cannon grenade, getting some great damage in there, trying to knock him around a bit. Holding off for the Panzer Grenadiers to advance.
People.
Got 3 engineers still. Guy does have a flamer squad.
Rifle squad deployed.
3rd rifleman deployed on out. And now these 2 engineers will be forced back, no problem.
We're losing ground out there.
Enemy movement here. Looks like
Just needs to do a full retreat. He try and go to the high ground here and then perhaps do a full retreat. He could potentially lay down a landmine here before falling back, but this Panzer Grenadier will spot. He won't be able to lay it down in time.
Engineer ready and waiting.
This Panzer Grenadier is a bit wounded. The Flamer Squad does make itself known.
We've got our flamethrower.
Another flamethrower deployed on out. Very nice.
Taking small arms fire! We got company! Enemy troops right fucking there!
Panzer Grenadiers engaging from heavy cover, getting some good damage on these forces. Now the riflemen start making their advance. They maybe will get some good damage in, but they're quite wounded. Needs a triage center. Going for a supply yard. Actually, he's going for the cutoff point once again. This time, he's able more safely capture it. We do have a Camp Group Company and a Panzer Command. That's very likely a 2-2. Yes, it is a 2-2. Against the wounded rifleman, that will rip them apart. Panzer Grenadiers are behind some light cover, duking it out. The point does get decaptured there.
What's next?
Flame Rangers pushing the way forward as well. G43 squad and regular Panzer Grenadier squad make their way forward. Flamer Engineers receiving lots of fire there. Needs to fall back. They inside the garrison, prone being wiped at this moment. Nice flanking Flamer squad here. Getting some great damage from the Panzer Grenadiers. This one will need to fall back.
We're taking fire here.
And these Panzer Grenadiers will fall back. But these Panzer Grenadiers, a lot of them are quite wounded as well. 2-2 should be out momentarily.
We're losing a fuel sector.
Ooh, those riflemen are so wounded. Fall back with that squad. It's 2 more bullets and that squad's down. That squad can still get wiped. Negative cover there. Doesn't get the squad wiped there. And now the G43 squad's ripping apart the other rifleman squad. We got Kettengrad here, not 2-2. Now here comes a 2-2. It could potentially pursue those wounded riflemen going down the road, but it does not. Kettengrad receiving some SMG fire, needs to fall back. He may actually lose it right here. And going for a motor pool, skipping the triage center.
Enemy unit down.
Couldn't escape with the road advance. Rifleman squad need to get out of the garrison and retreat back as soon as possible. This is because easily be ran down at the current rate. He has been so lucky with these lack of squad wipes.
Eyes on me. Motor pool is ready to start dealing out the armor.
Greyhound being researched. Now he's running down this rifleman squad. It will go down.
We're all reinforced. Fucking everywhere. Point is ours once they lock it down.
How did that rifleman not go down? That US player got so lucky so far this game. There's so many opportunities that he could have got squad wipes, but yet not possible. Like that. It was luck is definitely the US player's side. That should have been squad wipe. Those were actually multiple opportunities at squad wipes, but somehow none of them got wiped. We got the armor skirt and 50 cal being researched there for the Greyhound. We got looks like there is defensive operations for the Panzer Elite player because he has full health Panzer Grenadiers. 2 of them upgraded with G43s. 3 of them are pretty standard. Upon seeing that Greyhound, likely get a Panzer Striker too.
Sector being captured.
Engineer squad ready.
Now that's better. Upgrade complete. Wheels and trees standing by.
Armor car pushing his way forward. Looks like we have not heard Sticky Bomb research just yet, but the Greyhound is in pursuit. We don't see any G4 or Panzers just yet, and he will manage to escape out with the 2-2. Flamers at the garrison, receiving quite a bit of fire right there. Second Greyhound is deployed on out. The Panzer League player needs to deploy out some more stuff. We got the 222 here back at home getting repaired on up. We got a light ATF track deployed out by the Panzer Support Command as well. That's going to be very needed. And that may be the Panzer Strict research right now.
The Axis are winning the battle. Losing ground out there.
Armor car still not fully repaired. Light ATF track is pushing its way forward. Getting some good hits there onto the rifleman. And 50 cal has been researched for the other Greyhound. So let's make his way forward to try and pursue the light ATF track. He will get a nice flanking opportunity. Second Greyhound also advancing. He is not microing his forces all too well. Does get a full immobilization crit there on the Greyhound. He starts hitting the other guy now. Light ATF track is severely wounded, so is the armor car. He decides to back away, gets damaged and crit there. We do have a mortar half track, which is not a good idea. He sees the two Greyhounds. He needs to focus on anti-Greyhound.
Enemy units.
Takes the light ATF track. Armor car needs to fall back as well. Looks to charge
Taking one of our
forward.
points.
It does get a damage crit there. Tank going out. Something else being deployed there. It's likely another light ATF track.
Hi.
The Greyhounds being repaired on up, trying to avoid being fully immobilized.
Repairs complete, sir.
Yeah, the mortar half track can finish off a mobilized Greyhound, but there's two Greyhounds. He got overran. It wasn't really microing all too well.
Standing by.
I don't agree with the mortar half track.
Ready for another beating.
Sure, it makes fine if there's one Greyhound, but there's two Greyhounds.
We're losing ground out there.
Engineers, take
Nice landmine being deployed out by the US player. The light ATF track is out on the field. Don't see a Panzer truck right there.
Forward supply lines are
No
broken.
Panzer truck on this squad either. And it looks like that landmine may have been spotted. Does go ahead and get canceled there.
Cover, idiot! Rifles ready! Sector is ours, but we won't hold it for long.
To the wall!
Able Company has the point. Listen up.
Flamer
We're losing
Pioneer
contact with one of
has
our
kept with
sectors.
the munitions point and the
Ordering gear.
VP. Greyhound trying to pursue these forces. He does have a lot of manpower, and right now, he's in a position right now where loading's fine.
Supply lines are broken.
He doesn't
We
need
have
to deploy
territory
out
of
anything at the
supply.
moment, and if he keeps his population consumption low, he gets even a bit more manpower because of less upkeep. I say it's fine at the
What's our
moment.
plan?
Hold it for when you need it. Maybe a good idea to get some observation posts, maybe something on fuel or munitions.
Rifle squad has the objective.
Territory sector being captured.
We do have... Is that the same light ATF track?
It's ours. We'll take we lock it down.
There's two light ATF tracks now deployed on the field. Panzer Grenadiers are now falling on back. This one is getting well. He has not deployed out on Panzer tracks. At this point in time, Panzer tracks wouldn't be half bad. Panzer Grenadiers are falling back as well. Ah, that's what's happening. The carcass is blocking the bridge. Did the US player go for armor? Go for sticky bombs. I don't know why. I was half thinking he's going to go for infantry. Go out, get some M2s out. He also only has two riflemen. Going for airborne or rangers wouldn't be half bad either. And also, I can see all the doctrines at this moment in time.
We have paratroopers circling the
And here comes
field.
some airborne.
They're asking for drop coordinates.
Airborne will be useful, especially repulse rifles.
Composition B is in. Troops can now make sticky bombs.
Grab your
We are
gear,
losing a
airborne
sector.
paratroopers here. People.
Do have, looks like a lot of wire, a lot of tank traps going on down, trying to make sure this area is impassable. It'll take a bit more to wire off this section as well.
What's our plan?
But he will go ahead and deny this region for quite some time.
Construction detail, our work is done.
Let's probably queued up some more wire there. No, we do not.
At this rate, we'll be taking Berlin by Christmas.
Well, let's switch over to the Panzer Lead player. What doctrine has the Panzer Lead player gone for? Doesn't appear it's gone for a doctrine either. Oops. Greyhounds making their advance. We do got another armor car being deployed on out to help engage the infantry forces. Down south, we've got the airbornes with the recoilless rifles. He may not be aware that this one's gone for airborne just yet. It all depends whether or not he heard the paratroopers dropping on in.
We are losing ground.
The airborne troops could be very useful if he continues building out 2-2s. They will be useful for assist the light ATF tracks.
Was ist los? Taking hits.
Riflemen receiving some fire there from the autocannon scout car. And will find, of course, run by the Flak Irvings. He may get ripped apart there. Flak Irvings has a lot of time to wipe off this squad. He does take out that squad entirely. He does have a Panzer squad as well now. Does have enough munitions for another Panzer. Not being upgraded at the moment. I mean, he has the manpower for it. He has 900 manpower. He has the manpower for more airborne infantry.
Send your orders. Send orders.
B-43 squads are in negative ground, and the riflemen do receive a light AT gun shot. We do have a forward HQ being pulled out by the Panzer Lead player. Greyhounds are making an advance. He will now finally see the airborne. Does get a mobilization crit there onto the Greyhound. The command is available, and he may be very close to getting out of this Panther research. Does he got the Greyhound there? One light yak track does go down. The recoilless rifles are still at full health, getting some great damage there on the mortar half track. But looks like we'll not be able to finish up the mortar half track. The Greyhound could run it down. One recoilless rifle there takes out the 222. Light half track right here, so still quite wounded. Paratroopers could potentially throw a frag grenade there, cooked frag grenade on top of that Panzer Grenadier. They're a little bit mix of everything as well. Up north, we do have the Kettengrad kept to the point. Greyhound is still very much alive, getting a good hit there on the G43 squad. I thought I heard an explosion of some sort. Rifleman pushed the way forward. We do have sticky bomb research. We know that's for a fact. It won't be enough to kill off the light half track, but it'll be close. And the recoilless rifles are firing it up. Will body block the light half track. Does kill it off as well, so he's wiped out most of the light vehicles for the Panzer Lead player. So let's worry about this garrison, however. Supply drop wouldn't be half bad to get more munitions.
The Americans are
Supposedly,
capturing a
honestly, right now,
sector.
the support weapons wouldn't be half bad. The mortar would be great against the garrison, and the 30 cal will help sort of secure the region. Panzer Lead player sees his opponent has gone for airborne. He knows likely he probably won't see any Shermans or M10s. So he can assume that going for Hummels will not receive any sort of retaliation. Gets the cutoff point again. So Scorcher is a good possibility. Tank Hunter will be a horrendous option. And Fall Makers wouldn't be half bad. Could go elite infantry. So honestly, right now I think Scorched Earth made the best out of the options. Hummel just seems like a decent option. Ocean Makers are nice, But the
We
other
are
doctrinal
losing
abilities,
ground.
not like it's fantastic. So you can always go for a whole lot of butterfly bombs.
Forward supply lines are
Oh,
broken.
I know he got one before to take on those M8s. I'm not sure about when he got the second one.
Ready for orders.
And he still has an
Attention, the
M8
enemy
as well as
advances.
throws some Panzerschrecks into AT guns. So there's still users for the AT for the Panzerschrecks. Plus, he lost all of his light AT aft tracks. And again, my curse, the minimap goes crazy.
Schützentrupp here. Loud and clear. Send.
The VPs are incredibly similar, 355 to 351. Panzerschreck does roll a miss there. That one does connect. And AT gun is body blocking the
Our
Greyhound.
support command abilities have been upgraded.
Support command, I believe that's all the research needed for Panther research.
Enemy forces are attacking.
I know he
our
had Martyr, I
petrol
know he has
depot.
Panzerschrecks, and now I know he has Panzer support command, so he can now get out his Panther research. And he's getting for the Panther research now.
Task complete.
Has a lot of manpower, so he's saving up for the Panthers themselves. Doesn't have a whole lot of fuel to deploy out any other asset at the moment.
Schützentrupp here.
That's going to use Fire Up to get out of the combat. Very nice.
We've captured the target.
Infantry section ready.
We are losing a sector.
Panther research has complete. Kettengrad in pursuit, or being pursued by the Greyhound. Kettengrad slowly being whittled away, but nothing in the back line is going to save it, and he does back off the Greyhound. Granted, with Castle Vision, we know that it was going to be a safe kill, but you never know what your opponent might have.
Reporting task complete. Moving on. Send your mission orders.
Greyhound getting some repairs. We've got the Panzerschrecks capture the central munitions point. The fuel point will be captured up, but it will be mid-cut off.
Infantry is now available to Kampfgruppe.
He does have now the ability to call in force makers, calls up some butterfly bombs as well as the Panthers. I'm not sure where he called in the butterfly bombs. There it is. Of course, the US player can deploy out some minesweepers, so switch back to the US player since there's a lot more selective abilities to be more alert of. The US player doesn't have a whole lot deployed out the entire game. Going around for another airborne squad and for the recoil rifles wouldn't be half bad to engage the Panthers.
Rifleman, steady. I got a bad feeling about this, Sarge.
US sniper is also deployed on out. We have 0 kills with it. This is a fresh sniper.
Anti-tank paradrop is asking for coordinates.
That could be useful, but not really absolutely necessary. Second sniper has been deployed on out.
Going after one of
Hopefully
our
he's
munitions
gotten
points.
his supply yard upgrades with the amount of resources he has stockpiled up. Not sure what to get supply yard upgrades.
AT crew deployed.
AT gun has been paradropped on in. We've got the 2 Panzerschrecks right here. Mortar half track, maybe I need to get some rounds over here. One of the Rifleman squad is at Efficiency 1.
We
No
have 300
farmers upgrade,
points
of
left.
course. And the Mortar half track's trying to rain on in. Closest to hit the Rifleman squads. Inflamer Engineers is getting the decapture there on the field point. The Rifleman will find a good angle there. They could try rushing forward for a sticky bomb there. Sniper engaging, getting some hits there. Mortar half track far too close. Does receive a chorus rifle shot there. Other chorus rifles not properly targeting. Gets a good hit there now. Ooh, finds a landmine there. Or butterfly bombs. It's the butterfly bombs actually what he found. Gained some deadly hits there. Snipers trying to back away. They need a full retreat. They need a full retreat. Both riflemen are in this region. Gain some damage there from this flanking squad. That's why the rifleman squad is following the snipers. That must have been misclick. Because if you click on the model itself, it will follow it. And I believe that's what's happening right now. This rifleman squad will need to fall back. And this rifleman squad will get wiped out.
Being reported.
Listen up, people.
Paratrooper being reinforced. Forces back to Kettengrad there. The rifleman has been retasked forward.
We are losing a sector.
That's the airborne squad being reinforced. A very, very horribly placed incendiary mortar. Yep. Though honestly, a lot of people don't even get the 4-man squads whatsoever, but 4-man SCG squad will be very effective. This map as well is very CQB based.
Our forces are
Does
taking
take up the
casualties.
flamer engineer, no problem. Finds more. Oh, those butterfly bombs. Greyhound doesn't have damage engine crit. Riflemen are fully pinned, and the AT gun will get overran.
We have aerial recon capabilities.
Going for a strafing run right here. Does get one of the squads there. That's about it.
Losing
He
ground out
targeted
there.
the wrong direction. He should have targeted this way. It would have come almost instantaneously.
We're losing ground out there.
AT gun receiving some mortar shots there. Snipers just need to make sure they stay out of that range. Honestly, at first the airborne wasn't bad. I honestly don't think the
unit
airborne
down.
was the problem. I think the fact that he's not spending his resources. Regardless which doctrine somebody goes for, not spending resources like this is detrimental for so long. Sure, there's a time and place to stockpile some resources I mentioned earlier. At this point in time, he hasn't spent it for so long that he just has nothing on the
Territory
field.
out of supply.
He has one rifleman, one airborne squad. He needs more airborne, more
Losing a
riflemen,
point out there.
more something. Honestly, I'm not so sure. I don't think so. I'm not sure what the airborne player, if the US player, is even doing.
Territory sector being captured. Supply lines are broken. We have territory cut off from supply.
I mean, he could have teched out to get a Hellcats. He could have got 3 Hellcats on the field with his current resources. Regardless of which doctrine he selected, the fact that he's just not deploying anything. And he went down to get the AT gun line, the paratrooping AT gun. We could just deploy AT gun with the motor pool and got the bombing run.
Rifle squad has the
He has munitions for a bombing run. Rifleman squad can't get close. He hasn't even got a mine. Oh, he does have a minesweeper here, but it's not properly being microed either. I'm not sure what the manpower rate is. Remember, he only has 24 population as well, so he doesn't have a whole lot to put out on the field.
Listen up.
Nope.
Supply lines.
Casualty
are
players
broken.
getting repairs on his
Territory
Panthers.
cut
Very
off from
nice.
supply.
And right now the Panzer. How much resources does the Panzer Elite player have stored up? Not a whole lot. I thought it was going to be a bit more since it's been a bit more passive because the US players just taking horrible engagements in general. I mean, the first engagement in the game was horrendously bad for the US player. Just because you get the cutoff point doesn't mean it's detrimental. Manpower is a valuable resource that people tend to overlook sometimes. Speaking of snipers,
Operations posts report we are losing a sector.
Snipers do get a pair of kills there. Panzer squad does fall back, then maybe a follow-up shot. No extra snipers being built. He has finally got another airborne squad. It is being upgraded for cordless rifles, which makes sense to help engage the Panthers.
Ready to get this done.
What is he doing with his snipers? I first thought, oh, he's probably going to call in an airstrike on those artillery pieces or something like that, but not sure what he's doing whatsoever.
Got the point. It's ours now. Engineers reporting.
Mission point has been captured up.
Stand to. Stand to.
Cordless rifles are almost
Point
deployed.
captured under fire. Airborne, death from above.
This airborne squad, that's sort of funny. He has 0 infantry kills and 4 light vehicle kills.
Eagles in the
Okay. True, but he's not in position to go for a base kill.
Enemy unit down.
It's a great strafing run there, that's for sure. Actually, now there's actually a great opportunity for the snipers to pick off some of these retreating squads.
Panzer Grenadiers are down!
ready.
Everyone troops are moving forward,
Under a fuel point. One of ours.
but these Panthers can stick around and start dueling with the airborne squads. We got G43 squads here. They can perhaps suppress down one of the recoilless rifles. Yeah, he does go and suppress the recoilless rifles there. Get some good rear armor hits there because poor control there. Low fall ground forces are here as well. Armor cars been deployed on as well. It does recover the suppression there with fired up. Rolls a miss there, gets a hit there, spreading his fire. Gets a sticky bomb off, and these forces are falling back. No kills on these guys just yet.
Our forces are taking
And it does get a
casualties.
wipe there with the butterfly bombs. Oh, Fallschirmjäger's been deployed out in the mix of it. They may have decaptured this point. I see a down Fallschirmjäger
Engineers.
from something.
Eyes and ears, ladies.
From AT
57
gun.
mil at your service.
That's it. Construction
Roger.
finished.
We've got a Greyhound still alive as well. He could perhaps keep the flanks secured. Is he just going to call them bombing runs? AT gun being deployed on out somewhere. Not sure where though. Okay, he's trying to go for a base kill with the AT guns. Okay. But he still has forces here. He has a verbal one here. Sure, he may get something killed, but his opponent has a lot of force he can quickly respond to it for an dropped AT gun. Is he going for a mass AT gun? Yeah, the Panthers can push. Yeah, like I said, the Panthers can just push into his opponent's base. The Vorbelwind and 2-2 can respond to the AT guns. Got another airborne troop in. Is he going to go for all in for air? Is that even a term for Company Goes 1? Going all in? I think that's the case where I could actually use the term going all in for a base kill. He doesn't have time. He only has 102 tickets left. He does kill off the Flak Irving. Does spot the AT gun there as well. Greyhounds here as well. This airborne troop is trying to be upgraded with closer rifles. Another AT gun being dropped in as well. Dive, yes, but you should dive to need to kill something individually, not necessarily to finish off the entire base. The dives usually just meant to say dive in, take out rocket artillery on artillery piece. Panther's almost down. Get some good hits there. Panther gets destroyed. Sprint does capture the Flak Irving. And it's called Flak 38 Quad 20mm, captured by the US player. So he is close Flak Irving. The Flak Irving, captured Flak Irving does go down. These forces coming to spawn. AT-2 does go down here, but the Vorbowen and the Panther here. Let's see, what does the Panzer Elite player have for Collins? Does not have the Loiter, or the Overwatch. Call another Vorbowen perhaps quickly. Hits the Greyhound there, while the Flak Irving's receiving some fire.
On me, airborne.
Airborne squads trying to be reinforced, receiving some deadly hits there by the Panther.
Supply lines are broken. We have territory cut off from supply.
Does have 2 snipers here for anti-infantry purposes. No SCGs, no Bolshevik with the FG-42s either. Luftwaffe squads are quite durable. They have 5 models there, so they're a good item for the snipers to throw some rounds into. Actually, the Bolshevik has picked up a Horus rifle. Not exactly a good idea at this height. Fresh mortar half track. He's got into barrage from range. Very good idea. Bolshevik
Enemy unit down.
tried to go for a sniper, was unsuccessful.
We're down to 50 points.
If he starts repairing these structures, he can perhaps pull a roll on it. What does the Panzer Elite player has in manpower-wise? He needs to perhaps bring in both the Verbal and dive in. 2 Verbal can do a lot of damage and cause a lot of suppression. The fact that Verbal not going in, I would say, is a bit of a problem. As a Grenadier, the squad needs to fall back. No, he does have the Panzer support command back here. Not sure what's being called in. Looks like straight, no bottom run. Does have the mortar half track there, which is important. I think it may have splashed the Panther as well. A lot of these forces have been severely wounded. Airborne troops so can be reinforced in the front line. 1 AT gun, 2 AT guns are here. This airborne troop needs more reinforcements. Picks up the Panzer track.
Under enemy fire.
And this one does get suppressed there, but does receive 2 shots there. The AT guns do not
Stores are under attack.
get a hit there.
Victory is imminent. The enemy is down to 25 points.
Very little tickets remaining. The VP has been captured up here by the US player. We got G43 squad here. Suppressive fire ability. Now's the time for a suppressive fire ability. Press stall off with the VP game. We got Bolshevik Makers here being upgraded to FG42s.
Our base is under attack.
The sniper's still a problem. The FG42s on the Bolshevik Makers would be very handy indeed. Over here, the Panzer Grenadier squad has been treated back, not using the suppressive fire ability there, though fire it up would cancel it out.
Chaser, the enemy is stealing a victory point from beneath our noses.
So the US player will decapture the points in line. Fresh verbal ones right here. Getting the sniper would be very handy indeed. Panzer Grenadiers does spot the stuff. Does not get the kill there. Infantry's not advancing. There we go. Infantry's advancing over this direction now. And now he does not have any call-ups since he lost the HQ. Panthers leading the way, absorbing a lot of shots there. Anything on will get decrewed there. Rifleman may go down. He needs to focus on those snipers. Maybe the Panzerfaust, throw a Panzerfaust in one of these groups. Let's take out the snipers now, but the sniper's actually still alive. These are good crushes there. Panther likely gets sacrificed. Potion makers need to fall back. Good damage there. Does the suppress the pinto mount on the Panther makes good work. Trying to reinforce these airborne troops. Does pick up the AT guns, but all of his armors are down. He's to back away over here to get some repairs. And reinforcements.
Forward supply lines are broken.
And we've got more airbornes now being reinforced. And looks like he may have backed out of the game. Somehow they... Yep. I would say the Panzer Elite player threw it.
Enemy
there was
forces
some
are
big.
attacking our petrol depot.
I would say he should have immediately gone for a verbal win. Use what remaining manpower you receive in to get out another Luftwaffe ground forces, a full Schneeger to support reinforce in the middle of the battle. But having 2 verbal wins come around the flanks and start hitting stuff in the rear probably would have displaced the force quite quickly, because 2 suppression platforms right there can suppress the entire group. By the way, this is Anagrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.